What's going on, guys? It's this is Brandon from Creature Creations. This is
Harrison.
good old guy. We're gonna go over the top 5, in our opinion, of the best RDAs of this year. We're also gonna be making a video of top RDAs of all time, in our opinions. That's all gonna be subjective, so you gotta take everything with a grain of salt. But the first RDA on our list is what?
It's going to be the Twisted Messes 24 Pro Series. And the reason why we put this on our list, Twisted Messes has always been a consistent RDA throughout the years. You had the original one, the 2, the squared, the 30mm, all of them were great RDAs. But they really just took all the original designs and just really made it a beefed up version and made it a builder's dream. So, do you want to go over it a little bit?
Twisted Messes 24. I've been a big fan of Twisted Messes for like several years, ever since the OG Twisted Messes. Hint for the all-time list, but it's just been a fantastic RDA to build on as a builder. It's really hard to beat. If there's a perfect deck, Twisted Messes deck is probably one of the greatest. Airflow is solid. I'm a restrictive knob, so I like more restrictive airflow than most people, but that's nowhere here nor there. But for the Twisted Messes 24, it was a solid RDA for this year. I think it's definitely in the top 5 of this year. So next up, we have the Goon 25, late this year. This is your boy's territory.
Yeah, the Goon has always been one of my favorite series of RDAs, from the original 22mm to the 24 and to the 1.5 to this beautiful creation. Honestly, they really took the 1.5 design as far as the plate deck. They really made it to where you can fit more big builds in it, just for you builders out there. They added an Ultim cap inside, which adjusts as your adjustable AFC and really reduces heat. Honestly, I really like it a lot. One thing I would change is if you could take off the Ultim piece and it still works as an RDA, but that's my personal opinion on it. Overall, great RDA.
Yeah, definitely solid. Usually most people know me as a Goon hater. I'm not technically a Goon hater. I like all RDAs the same, theoretically, as long as they're fairly decent. But Goons, for the plate system, and it's really revolutionary for a lot of builders. I'm personally not the biggest fan of it, but I respect it a hell of a lot because you can put so many things in the Goon and it just runs every day. I really love how they kind of made a new deck platform with the plate system. They're a little bit beefier. They have the little engravers on top. That's sick. I like the design on the actual I guess the barrel would be the name for it. The new like the engraving for the barrel it's insane. I love the new airflow in comparison to the Cyclops airflow that we get from the 1.5. So it's the 25 minutes. Bear none is solid, dude. It's awesome. For 2018, can't beat it. Next things up, Drop Dead.
Drop Dead. So, you get a collab from the Vapor Chronicles, Brian, and Heathen. You just get both best of both worlds overall, and you get this beautiful creation. So with the Drop Dead 24mm, they really took the aesthetics on the outside with the barrel and the knurling from the original drop, or the Dead Rabbit, I can't talk right now. And then inside, if you go inside, it's originally just like the drop. They really just added a slant system for it's a little easier to cut your leads. Overall, great product. I don't know more about to say about it.
The Drop Dead, I was about to say Dead Rabbit. Drop Dead, it's so confusing to keep them all together, but the Drop Dead's been probably the most weirdly backwards RDA in my book. Because I did not like the Dead Rabbit and I did not like the Drop. But the Drop Dead I do like. I do enjoy very much. I do like the vape quality off of it. Airflow is way a lot better than both of them, which is weird for me. Coming from trying out both the original, I guess the original RDAs, and then seeing them mesh together, they work way better meshed together than they do on their own. Now, that's my personal take on it. Deck system, as most people know, it's fantastic. Very easy, simple to build on. The design of it's really easy, easy to look at. Really cool little design on this bad boy, and I really love the touch of the drip tip. Drip tip was amazing on the Drop Dead. So that's the Drop Dead. And then last but not least, oh no, this is 4.
Yeah, this is 4. Number 4. It's number 4.
Oh yeah. We'll go ahead and do the profile. We don't have
a profile on hand.
No.
But We'll add some pictures in there for you, talk about that a little bit. The profile, probably the best mesh RDA to date. Very simple to build on. Watofo really did a great job giving you all those extra tools to make sure that the profile would make great sense for you newbies and for experienced builders that are new with mesh. Makes for really great single coil builders. Great flavor. I like the sort of adjustable plate system they have in there with the springs and the
It's very innovative.
yeah, very innovative. A lot of cotton you got to use. I will say that, a lot of cotton.
That 6mm mesh, man.
Yeah. And then Off has their own brand of mesh that you can use, which I hear is really great. I think it's going to really make a great touch for 2018 and 2019 as far as rebuildables. Hopefully they keep doing great stuff with Watofo.
The profile in my book is probably one of the best. Is probably the best mesh RDA that's come out as of yet, as of December 17th right now. And then it's actually, in my opinion, it's one of the best squonking RDAs. And I know this is very controversial not because of the mesh quantity though, just because of single coil builds. I put a lot of single coil builds in the profile, and they are gnarly, man. You put them on these small little 80-watt devices, and they just rock the boat, man. It's killer. And I know there's a lot of a lot of single coil RDAs out there on the market that are probably way better than the profile, but it's pretty gnarly for something that's really good at mesh and can do single coil builds really, really well. So I think it's really awesome. And then last but not least, so this is the last one.
Yeah, the last one, probably the newest company in vaping as far as I know.
Controversial.
Yeah, it's a very controversial company, but they made a solid product with the Wake Littlefoot RDA. Got a little 24mm banger right here. Mm-hmm. They took a lot of designs from, like, I would say the Petrie and everything, but in a sense, they are the original owners, so you could go back and forth with that. Could put some really big, gnarly builds with those two-post system. Really big screws, I will say that. Juice well for days. You can really just blay your juice as much as you want, squonk it as much as you want. Excellent 510 pin for you. Huge 510 pin for your hybrid RDAs and everything like that, so you won't have a problem there. Overall, really great RDA. Good airflow overall. Can't talk right now. Cycloptic airflow. A10 compatible, drip tip. How much more can I say about it?
It's solid, man. The Wake is solid. I mean, I'm just gonna call it the Petrie V3 because that's what it is. It's a Petrie V3, but made from Wake. It's solid, man. It's actually, if I had to give one of my favorites of all the RDAs we mentioned today, it's probably the Wake. Probably the most time I spent with it was the Wake. I've pretty much owned everything beside the Goon. I think I've vaped on the Goon a lot, but not really owned one. I really didn't give a crap too much about Goons, and I'm gonna get a lot of Goon hater comments. But the Wake is by far just solid, man. It just does what you need to do. You can blay your juice. You don't have to worry about it. Squonking's awesome. A10 compatible. Deck's really, I wouldn't say too hard, but it's not too easy. If you've been building for a while.
If you're an intermediate builder, you're going to have no problem with it. I build on them all the time. They really are just susceptible with really big builds, in my opinion, due to the wide post design, but you can put your smaller builds in there, no problem as well.
Yeah. And yeah.
That's going to be our top 5 list for 2018 as far as RDAs go. We'll probably have more top 5s coming up in the future. Just make sure to like, subscribe, and if you like the video, share it to your friends. And have a good day.
Later, guys.